I was out at a tennis tournament last week, so I actually didn't pay too much attention to Gen Con while it was going on. But wow, this is a doozy. I can't believe how crazy this convention has gotten. They have gone full tilt woke, away from gaming, away from fun. This kind of started a couple years ago when the quartering was attacked by somebody at Gen Con. The person who attacked him, physically attacked him and assaulted him, was allowed to stay, and instead the quartering was kicked out, and it was all because of politics. So Gen Con allows people to physically assault you at this convention if you are even center right. That's freaking crazy by itself. Last year, one of the largest retailers in America, TGG Games, who has a ton of locations, huge game seller, was escorted out, and they gave him no reason as to why. He, of course, had a picture of a frog on one of his games, and that's racist! So we know what that was about. And so Gen Con has been harassing conservatives out of their conventions for a long time, and it's gotten even crazier this year. You can see, I've already got the picture up of the BIPOC social mixer. This stuff is nuts, and I don't know what being gay has to do with being a black indigenous person of color, but I guess you get extra black indigenous person of color points if you have rainbow crap going on along with it. Unbelievable. These people are insane, and having a social mixer where only certain races are allowed is crazy by itself. I've covered that in another video. But there's more. But wait, there's more. I'm John Delarose. I'm a #1 best-selling author and award-winning comic creator. I was kicked out of the Game Manufacturers Association because I am a right-leaning conservative. I was harassed out of many gaming groups by Rodney Smith from Watch It Played, a huge board game entity. Tom Vassell from the Dice Tower tried to harass me out of gaming spaces. And so they want me banned because I tell the truth, because I say, you know what, we want to be about fun and gaming first. This is supposed to be an inclusive space for everyone. But what they mean by that is that they want to exclude normal people, normal families, which is what board gaming really is about, playing with your kids and your families and all that, in exchange for a bunch of weirdos and creeps who they want to promote, I guess because they were bullied in high school and they've got some weird psychological thing with this. I don't know what the reasoning is, but that's what they're doing. So I am making comics, I am making books, I've got games in development, so we are actually actively working to change the culture here. We're not just bitching about it, we're doing something about it. So check it out, that link's in the description below. Overmind, my Kickstarter, did amazingly well. If you like science fiction, you're going to love this book. The pre-orders are still open. Thank you guys for supporting so much. We appreciate you over here. All right, we talked about the BIPOC social mixer. Oh, yes. Love it, Gen Con. But they make a lot of tweets here, Gen Con. I guess somebody from Reddit was trolling Gen Con at the beginning of the convention, who actually was on their staff. And here it is. We are aware there are harassers attempting to impersonate Gen Con attendees and staff via text and email. We encourage you not to engage with them and instead report any concerns to our policy team and our safety consultant. Stay safe. So apparently one of their staff members actually got the list of people's phone numbers and emails. Gen Con was not safe and secure about this. They let it out. It got leaked out. And somebody from Reddit was messing with people via text, claiming that there's all sorts of bad things going on to BIPOC people and all that. Kotaku picked this up. And of course, like, this becomes like the entire con at this point. Is there anything else to this convention now other than the fact that there is a... I'm trying to move this over for you guys. There you go. That there's somebody messing with people. Here it is. Here's the text. I have everyone's number because I'm part of the safety team. Oopsie doodles. I guess your con isn't as secure as you weaklings would want it. You will never find me, 1488. And that's, of course, trying to mess with them. But I'll be here all week. And, of course, this person flips out, which is the entire point of all this. Gen Con had their entire convention turned upside down because... they got their safety team infiltrated by an internet troll. Hilarious stuff. But this was happening because Gen Con was going crazy on Twitter as it was. If you go back through their thread, and I had this pulled up and I don't have it anymore, you get all the weird stuff out here. All these beautiful people wearing masks throughout the entire con in 2022. Unbelievable. But they go further. They actually made this a political cause early on instead of actually having this be a convention. And they made a lot of tweets, so I got to scroll back still some more. But Gen Con has been political before, and they, of course, were doing it again. This is not a new thing, but I'm going to remind you of what they did several years back because they really just didn't want Mike Pence to be to be the governor of Indiana at the time. And here it is. Today's statement was, "We at Gencon believe in the right to autonomy over our bodies." That means killing babies. "And the right to choose to kill babies. Reproductive rights are human rights. Like many of you, we are hurt, angry, and frustrated by recent events, including the advancement of SB 1 by the Indiana General Assembly." So, of course, the Indiana General Assembly, like sane people, are trying to limit killing babies because that's a bad thing. There's nothing good about that, of course. And Gen Con, a gaming convention, which is just about, playing games, it naturally has to get involved with this and try to strong arm those people because this is what they're about. They're not about games. They're just about their politics. "These actions have a direct impact on our team and community, and we are committed to fighting for safety, tolerance, and justice in all places we operate." Well, several years ago, because Mike Pence was governor and they didn't like him, and he was allowing conversion therapy to exist for, of course, homosexual urges and all that, and allowing people to actually try to, just allowing it to exist. You have the option to get rid of your unnatural urges and get fixed on that level psychologically. They didn't like that. And so Gen Con threatened to leave the state over it. And they said if he was governor, they're going to leave the state. Of course, they didn't, because these SJWs always do the same thing. They make their big threats, saber rattle. And they have no backbone at the end of the day. So if you just don't back down to them, you never apologize for their crap, they're never gonna do anything. They're a bunch of quizzling losers every single time. And that's exactly what happened to Gen Con even further. So we go further to this. There's a giant line here, and this is from a left-wing crazy gamer who reported this, "To prove you're vaccinated" in 2022. So funny. Look at all these people wearing masks, and I guess the vaccine's so safe and effective that they had to wear the masks and actually go in line, get their stamp to prove it's like a concentration camp. Look at this. This is crazy. Oh man, this is Gen Con for you right here. And you got a lot of pictures of a bunch of weirdos, of course. Lots of fun. This is Gen Con, all the fat slobs in their masks. Just the dregs of American society. Ugh, this is who they want to appease instead of normal families and stuff these days. Absolutely crazy. But that's what they're going for, honestly. You can, this is a fun one. You can actually see the soy underneath the mask. Oh my gosh. This is Gen Con for you, and it's just goes even crazier. So with all this happening, oh man, this got unfortunately my tabs got closed out. This is Gamers on Gamers. I got the advertisement pulled up, unfortunately. Oh well. But he actually said there were terrorism because of the person from Reddit messing with the whole convention there. This is the guy, of course. Look at this guy, a total gem, flipping out at every turn. But not only that, but Gen Con has a small writers symposium. Now, this is a small, like I said, little wing of an area. You get, maybe 30, 40 people checking out these panels and all that. So, of course, they invite like the lamest of the lame people from the industry here. Patrick S. Tomlinson, a guy who sued an internet forum because they were mean to him on Twitter and mean to him on Reddit. This guy, and lost, might I add. He also tried to sue a guy for showing up at a bar and lost that too. This guy's insane. And he has lost his contract at Tor Books from all accounts. Apparently he was at Gen Con trying to pitch the book to new editors because his books really weren't selling very well. But he makes woke stuff. He's actually got a book where he's got Captain Kamala, named after Kamala Harris. Yeah, it's that cringy. And this is what they're publishing in mainstream science fiction these days. Jennifer Brozek actually was an editor who worked on my first published book, and she had her assistant send me a threatening email because I voted for Trump, and of course went crazy on me later on, said nasty things about me, even though I'm a joy to work with. Jennifer Brozek should admit that I'm very easy to work with. I'm a very nice guy. But her politics got the best of her, and then a bunch of other people that nobody else knows who they are. They also have Paul Weimer, who's a very weird dude, who's a Barnes & Noble book reviewer, and unfortunately, he was on a panel about maps. That's like maps, like, locations, geography, not minor attracted persons. But the unfortunate part of Paul Weimer being on this is that he's actually photographed nude children who are not, oh God. I don't know. It's Gen Con, right? But of course, never to be one that wants to be accused of not being positive about everything. Here's some other joy you can get at Gen Con. Here's Patience, who is at Gen Con for you. You could date Patience, as per her Twitter handle here. Good morning. I made a promise I will start taking more photos to post here. I'm in Indy all weekend, just in time for Gen Con 2022. I'm into board games, not RPGs, but get in touch if you need a friend this weekend. That's that's Gen Con for you, my friends. And that's exactly what you're going to get and what you can expect from this woke nightmare. So a big cluster, a cluster F. I guess I'm going to try not to swear. Sorry for the long video, but there was just too much to cover. I was laughing about this all last night, and it's a little late on this, but I just wanted to let you know what you missed this weekend at Gen Con. It wasn't games. It wasn't new RPGs. It wasn't a lot of fun with Dungeons and Dragons. It wasn't a lot of fun with like great board games like Ticket to Ride or anything like that. No, it was a bunch of weird gender identity politics, a bunch of weird extreme leftism, and some gross stuff all the way around. That's all that Gen Con's become these days, and that is what Gen Con promotes. All right. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Did you go to Gen Con? Did you see any of this nonsense? I want to hear from you. Hit the like and subscribe button. And of course, don't forget to support alternative culture. Back over mine today. Thanks, guys.